Sri Rama Vijaya, Chapter 1, The Mythological History of Rama, originally composed by Sri Sridhara Swami. Pulasti, a son of Brahmadev, was married to Devavarni and he had a son called Vaishrava. A daughter of Bharadwaja, a rishi, was given away in marriage to Vaishrava and she had a son called Kuber. Brahmadev had created Lanka and given it to Kuber. While Kuber was ruling there, a demon came from Patal in the form of a Brahman and became very jealous of him. The demon said to himself, "Lanka is my country and this man has no right to rule here." So saying to himself, he gave away his daughter Kakesi in marriage to Vaishrava with a view to drive out Kuber of his country, Lanka, with the help of the sons who would be born to her by him. Vaishrava had got by Kakesi 3 demons, Ravana, Kumbhakarna and Vibhishana, and 2 demonesses, Tataka and Surpanaka. Ravana and his brothers went to Gokarna where they performed severe penances. Shiva was propitiated by Ravana, Brahmadev by Kumbhakarna and Vishnu by Vibhishana. Brahmadev was pleased with them and called upon them to ask him for blessings. Ravana was blessed with the power to imprison all gods and also with wealth and learning. Kumbhakarna wanted such blessing from Brahmadev as would enable him to devour heaven and earth. All the gods were therefore alarmed and prayed to the goddess Saraswati, who induced the demon to ask the god for sleep. Brahmadev blessed him with sleep, saying that the demon would rise every 6 months to eat his meals and indulge in all other luxuries. Vibhishana was blessed with the power to pray always to Vishnu. Ravana and Kumbhakarna then collected all demons including Karadushana and Trishira and marched against Kuber to conquer Lanka. They fought with Kuber with bravery, but the latter repulsed them with heavy loss. Ravana then went to Vaishrava and brought his letter to Kuber asking him to give Lanka to the demon without any resistance. On reading the letter from his father, he gave the country to Ravana and proceeded to heaven by a Viman. Mayasur, a demon, gave away his daughter Mandodari in marriage to Ravana. Pirgajwala, a granddaughter of Bali, was married to Kumbhakarna, and Sharma, a daughter of a Gandharv, to Vibhishana. Ravana conquered all countries and devoured a large number of Brahmins and cows. He robbed Kuber of his treasure and oppressed all other people. He had 8,000 wives, 1 lakh of sons and 1,20,000 grandsons. He had 18 Kshoyanis of musicians who entertained him with music. All kings were his slaves and 8,000 torches lighted his sabha every night. All mountains, for fear of Indra, prayed to Ravana for protection, who told them to become elephants. They accordingly became elephants, whom he engaged as his servants. He then marched against Indra with his eldest son Meghanand. A severe battle took place between the gods and the demons, but the former were defeated by the latter. In that battle, Meghanand flung down Indra with his Hairavati, Indra's elephant, and hence he was called Indrajit, the conqueror of Indra. All the gods were seized by Ravana and released on the condition that they should serve him in his household in different capacities. All the gods became his slaves. Indra served him as his butler. Chandra held a chatra over him. Kuber and Anil cleaned and washed all the things in his house. Agni served him as his washerman and Gabasti as his page. Brihaspati was his pleader, Brahmadev his priest, and Narada always entertained him with singing. Ravana became a great favorite of Shiva, and by his blessing he had got 10 faces and 20 hands. One day he, proud of his prosperity, went by his Viman to Kailasa, the place of Shiva, when Nandi, who was guarding the door of the abode in which the god lived, prevented him from entering it. The demon was greatly insulted at the conduct of Nandi and said, "I do not care a fig of thee and thy master." So saying, he began to force his way in, when Shiva cursed him and said to him, "A human being and monkeys will kill thee in a battle." Enraged at this curse, he tried to pull off the mountain on which the abode of Shiva stood with a view to carry it to Lanka, when the god pressed it in such a manner that the demon king was confined to it for 1,000 years. He always cried and prayed to Shiva during the time for his release. One day the god pitied him and set him free. Jai Shri Ram. Rama Vijaya, Chapter 1 complete.